We've got Sydney in the studio. We've got Uncle Kennedy in the studio. We've got Sadiq Abdullah Abu in the studio. And we've also got my man, Mark Okrekumanti, in the studio. Don't forget, we got one very important topic we're about to discuss. And I'm sure Mark would speak to it. I'm happy that Mark is here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just take a listen to this again.
Between now and 7th of December, there are 12 days. The national chairman can say, if we sleep, we will sleep. I have also worked on one of West work on four. If I put on Mamuda or Mamuda, over any break, I shall not pay no more. And one Lydia, because the sea last days are dangerous.
Who was supporting Mama Lydia. You know, Mama Lydia is the one running for Iowa West Wagon, East Legon and its environs, competing against Vicker. Sorry, John Dumelo. The devil is a liar. Running against John Dumelo for that. For that.
Vicker for one and other seats.
Van, do you have presidential? Do you have? The devil may not be a liar. Not in this instance. You know. And we heard in that statement said Parliament is a very, very serious place, not a place for people who are movie actors, you know, filmmakers, and so think they are popular. What do you make of that statement, Van?
I think this puts me in a very disconsolate position. I feel unhappy hearing it. Because I think actors are very serious people. I mean, if we, actors, musicians, we're serious people. If we have to go in the studio to sing a song, or if we have to go and act in front of the cameras, does that make us any less serious? Does that, by extension, make us uneducated?
Yeah.
Does that, by extension, make us people who cannot come up with policies, or does that make us people who don't have common sense? I think it's a very sad statement to make, honestly, because we all one people.
Yeah.
I mean, you being in politics does not make you any smarter than me because I'm in movies or because I'm in entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm probably smarter than she is. So that's unfortunate. She shouldn't have said that.
Bisa, what do you make of it? One day. Oh. I will play it for you again, but let's go to Sydney. Sydney, what's your take on the audio that we heard?
Well, I think I'll go with Vicker. I mean, let's face it. I mean, very, very unfortunate, statement.
Yeah.
There's nothing like, the creative arts thing. I mean, anything you create, do with your mind, your brain. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's not an easy, So, like Van said, I don't even know what to say, but then very, very bad. I mean, that's very distasteful. Very, very bad.
Bisa Kdei, just for you, so that you can also pass a fair comment, I wouldn't be the one to say it for you. Please take a listen for yourself.
This is not the time.
You heard. Yeah. That was Honorable Shelley Ayoko-Botry, Minister for Foreign Affairs. She was on the campaign with our own Mama Lydia. I say our own Mama Lydia because, she's into pharmaceuticals. She's got a warehouse not too far from. So for us, Joy FM here, we are neighbors of a sort. So that's what I mean by our own Mama Lydia. And she went to support her.
Do damage control.
And, and that was the statement. What do you make of that statement?
I don't think it's a very nice thing to say, like what she said, because I support it no matter what, and we're one people, one industry, and at some point we'll be needed.
Yeah.
in these spaces, you know. So it's not something you have to say. If maybe one can say, like you've not thought of it, say you want to use like somebody popular, and I said BB to market will be the opposite, you know, you don't have to say that because
Yeah. Okay.
So let me
But
just chip in.
yes,
As much as what she said was very unfortunate, I think she was just playing politics.
that was the question I was just about to ask. That gentlemen, what do you say to those who say she was just playing politics? I mean, really, it's not a thing that she means.
And so they will go to a certain degree to try and intimidate you,
Yeah.
try and make you look irrelevant to the electorates.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. So I don't want to take it from any negative point.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it as not that what she said was positive, but I'm seeing it as she was just playing games.
Okay.
And I know indeed she didn't mean it.
Okay, that's good. We're gonna go straight to the phone lines. Are we going to go? Okay, we'll go to the phone. We're trying to see if we can reach John Dumelo on the line. I mean, that's his constituency. That's a contest. But let me bring Marco Krikumante into the conversation right now, Mr. President.
Yeah, man.
How are you doing?
God's grace, we are fine.
Just for clarity, when I say Mr. President, I don't mean President of Ghana. President of Creative Arts Council. Yeah. These days, you have to clarify.
Sure.
It's important. Last days are very dangerous. You have to clarify. Mark, what do you make of Auntie Shirley's, statement?
I have, there's a perception that I'm defending this statement.
Oh, you've commented on it already today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's people think that it's because I am MPP, I'm being political. And because I've heard one man, a Dr. Amin Bonsu, who actually said that serious people do not do music as a career.
Oh, said that?
Oh.
Dr. Amin Bonsu.
Serious people don't do music as a career. For those of us in the creative space, we know we all have a little bit of madness. So
can I ask a question?
I don't.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Do serious people listen to music?
That's the gynecologist speaking. That's the gynecologist speaking.
You see how smart we are?
Yeah, exactly.
And so
there's a short man has entered the studio. They should find him a chair in the corner.
I have listened to this
audio
over and over.
Okay. Yeah.
Honorable Shelley Aikobochi
was
actually the one in charge of the Tourism, Art and Culture Manifesto for MPP.
Okay.
2016.
Yeah.
I remember when I was going to defend the Creative Arts Bill in Cabinet, when the parliamentarians said they were tired. She was the one who said, "Hey, Yanko baby, and I said, "Hey, what's your interest?" He says, "Hey, creative people are my people.
Yeah.
I am the one who put their document together, so I have an interest." Mark, sit down. We'll go through it. That preamble gives us the feeling that she's actually not anti-creatives. No. The challenge is that my brother John Dumelo, if you've listened to his interviews for some time now, it's obvious that he's relatively a learner in politics. How he answers his questions. He's actually said that even Ghana Films was sold by MPP. And everybody knows that Ghana Films wasn't sold by MPP.
But I don't hear him. I don't think he has gone anywhere to tout himself as a pro. Everybody knows this is his first time at this. Yeah. So I mean,
so you see, for a person like Honorable Shelley Aikobochi, it is not about the creative that he's doing. It's about the popularity. What if you listen to the audio well? I don't know. Maybe I took it into. I translated it into Cree, and that is why it sounds different to me. But she's saying that don't allow somebody it's a serious business, so don't let him feel that because of his popularity, it's not about his creativity. Popularity is
Wait,
not meant
are you
for only creative people.
interpreting? Are you trying to interpret what she said
According to
your understanding?
That's exactly what she said.
No, but we heard what she said.
We heard what she said. It's slightly
slightly different from what you're saying.
You are
See, creative people
Should we play it again, Mark?
Let's play it again.
Okay, let's play it again. Just so
Can
we
I
can.
say because
we can.
of your popularity?
No, let's hear it again, Mark.
Yes.
Let's all listen, gentlemen. Let's all listen. Okay.
The laws of our country are enacted in the Parliament of Ghana. Now, say, Papa, Nana Kufano. Went for 4 years. Over to me, the 2 year. Oh, yeah, leader, our parliament, our Kanoa. Never be able here, our consequence, and Monsabeka. Now we have mistake. And yet, if you are going to movie theater, no one can move. President,
Why you're popular? You get me? So the person is taking advantage of his popularity.
Does that make the person
Oh, Mark, but does that make the person unserious to be in parliament?
Did he say it's a serious business or the person unserious?
You said this is a serious place and it's a serious business. And it's a serious business. So if I am popular, does that make me unserious?
Unserious.
Did she mention unserious people or it's a serious
He
place?
said it's a serious place.
Place.
And it's a serious business.
Yes.
The
So
place
if
is
you
not
think-
for people that have done movies. No.
Thank you.
I'm
Right.
doing something popular. No.
Thank you.
But you've changed it.
That's what she said.
You've changed it. You've changed it.
George.
You've changed it. No. He's changed it.
Let's listen.
Okay, let me play it. Let me play it.
This is true.
Let me play it.
Listen,
Let me
listen.
play it one more time. Let me play it one more time. Let me play it one more time. Okay. All right. Let's all listen.
Parliament is a very serious business. The one in 4 years, you won't be that. 2016, Nemo can't obey you now. The mama say, you want to be there. Free agents, not young to be there. Or see free agents, so I say, you better be in 20 years' time. And that's another. Nana, you want to buy your to me, I know to buy there. School free. Yes. Presidency. Musa Mano 4 years. Palana Muko senior high school free. Some of them are results. Or Munchayanga Sanga. Some we are there. Yes. Mumba University. For 3 years. You're going to answer with the Mugana card. But you're going to one loan. No, it's almost so great. You have to have 4 years. Because the civilizations are dangerous. Parliament, no, but now the crack. As I said, on Sanko, this is not the time. Remember, or people from Abeshen and Nemo. Parliament is a very serious business. It's a serious place. I know what a young for our said, or why a movies, or why a film, or why a popular. No. The laws of our country are enacted in the Parliament of Ghana. Now, say, Papa, Nana Kufano. Went for 4 years. Over to me, the 2 year. Oh, yeah, leader, our parliament, our Kanoa. Never be able here, our consequence, and Monsabeka.
You know, you can only hear it on Joy.
Was she talking to one person?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, John Dumelo.
She was speaking to a number of people, but referring to one person.
Yes.
So, Mark, before you comment, I have a question.
Okay.
Can Van Vicker represent a constituency in Parliament?
Why Why not?
But according to this statement, he can't.
Yes.
Because he's not a serious person.
All she is saying is that popularity is not enough.
That's not what.
But that's not what she said.
That is the import.
Why are you importing?
That's the import.
George, I like what his preamble was clear.
Yeah.
And it was very fundamental what he was going. He
Yeah.
said they will see him as being biased.
Biased.
So let's leave it there. Let's leave it there.
Because, see,
Let's
you know,
leave it
you
there.
know, for me, I've always said that the creative space is a sensitive space where I like the word they often use. It's a specialized area. So it's an area that you often do not dare to talk about. Even I have that challenge with our own people. And or can I say, and or can we find me on radio? Sadiq has a similar challenge when he comes on radio. The little thing you say about a creative person is a big deal. So I'm not surprised that this is happening.
I think that's human nature, though.
Oh no,
Everything
some
you
other
say
facets.
about somebody is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
No, some other facets they are able to take. They have shocks.
But Mark, hold on one
We
second.
don't.
So do you see anything wrong with what Honorable said? From a creative perspective, because you are creative as well.
Yes, I am.
Do you see anything wrong at
Okay,
all? Slightly, even remotely?
We had TV3 organized something recently, and I was there. And then one person who had worked with the ministries before said that, once in a meeting, one big man said that, these people, their ministry is supposed to be ministry of what? Ministry of enjoyment. Sadiq, you are there. Ministry of enjoyment.
Enjoyment.
Yes.
It's a minister for enjoyment.
Minister for enjoyment. Yes. And we all laughed. And I remember I was the last person who spoke. And I said that we must change the culture of our industry. We have sold ourselves in a particular light. Sometimes the way we speak, how we carry ourselves, our interactions with people, our business interactions.
You're answering my question, right?
I know,
Yes.
right?
I'm still
so-
waiting.
Good. So you see, there's already a perception about us, and that is why you are tempted to accept that whenever somebody says you are not serious, I'll see you serious. But I've never seen this industry as unserious. I only think that she's trying to say that is Parliament a serious place? Yes, it is.
No. So do you see anything wrong with what she said? That's the question.
Depending on how objective and how subjective you want to go. And I can wear some lens and see everything bad about this. And I can wear another lens and see it as there's nothing wrong. The truth is that I've listened to John Dumelo myself.
So how do you see what she said?
I've listened to John
In
Dumelo.
your
See,
opinion.
It's not
Wait.
about John Dumelo.
No.
See.
Let's not bring John into it.
So it's not about John.
Based on a that is why I started by asking.
This is not about
That is
John.
why I started by asking you.
It's about the industry.
Exactly.
It's about the industry.
That is why I asked you. Does Van Vicker qualify to be in Parliament? Exactly.
He feels slighted as well.
Does Van qualify to be in Parliament?
No, but I also
See, the reason why I don't have
Exactly.
the reason
Play
I don't have a
politics.
problem with it is because
So you don't see anything. No, hold on. You don't see anything
No,
wrong with
because she
it.
spoke
Then hold
about
on. Hold on,
popularity.
Mark. Hold on. Don't worry. You don't see anything wrong with it. I'll come back to you, Uncle Ken. You've been quiet on this one. As if you are not here. You heard the audio.
Yeah.
What do you make of the submission?
I am never surprised at what happens when politicians get on a campaign
Platform.
stage. Nothing surprises me because this particular matter has been said before. Many years ago. I remember when Mame Dokno was trying to get into Parliament. Many years ago, same thing was said about her.
By who?
I can't remember exactly who,
Okay.
but same comments were made.
Okay.
I remember somebody making a comment that Parliament was not for comedians or that kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's been said several times.
yes.
So I look at this and I just laugh because other people make worse comments about decent people in the name of Parliament.
And politics.
In the name
Or
of
politics.
partisan politics.
Okay. All right.
People make all these comments, George, and very, very unfortunate because, like you said, we can spell out names of so many people in the creative arts that have become people, so to speak, all over the world. all over the world. So I don't think it depends on what you start off as. It's a matter of what you have inside you to succeed. Ronald Reagan, who was he? He was a cowboy.
Yeah. And he was an actor.
He was an actor.
He was an actor, yeah.
Yeah, he was a cowboy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he rose to become the president of the United States of America.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. What did we know him for?
Even
He became a governor, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Australian president? Or
Yeah.
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 I'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ukraine?
So we
Ukraine has a
have.
comedy.
Yeah, Ukrainian comedy. Yeah, Ukraine, their
But
president too.
What did we
Ukraine.
know Fritz for?
Yeah. Comedy.
Comedy.
Fritz Barfour, yeah.
Buffalo, right?
Yeah,
Fritz-
comedy. He was a comedian.
Fritz went to parliament and
Yeah.
became a minister
Yeah.
of information.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and so it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
When people decide to attack a particular individual
Yeah.
for purposes of partisan politics, I don't take that too seriously.
You know what's funny? I think sometime during the week I heard somewhere that the president actually did produce a movie. Mark, is that true?
I'm the one who said it.
You said it. Oh, I think it was on Hits FM.
Yeah.
The president produced the movie?
Yes.
You mean...
I'll get it. It wasn't successful though.
Anyway, let me bring Sadiq. Sadiq,
No,
what's
let
your
me
take?
end.
Oh, sorry, I thought you
Not
had.
successful.
Sorry, please
So,
wrap it up and then...
You
we'll-
know,
yeah.
these things are very unfortunate.
Yeah.
And it's because we, people in this industry, have a platform. So whenever we hear such things, we tend to bring the issues onto our platforms.
But Uncle,
George,
Uncle Ken, hold on. Before-
George, let me make my point.
Okay, go ahead.
We tend to bring the issues onto our platforms and blow it out.
You see, when you...
And
put
I
a-
don't blame us for doing so. I don't blame us for doing so. But that is exactly what happens. Because if we were to take every little thing that people say about others to talk about, we'll never end. Especially in a campaign period like this.
Have you heard somewhere before somebody say that Parliament is not a place for doctors, Parliament is not a place for engineers, Parliament is not a place for lawyers? Have you heard it somewhere before?
but that's not
it
even
is
what-
almost always this sector, Uncle Ken. And that is something, if you go the way you're going, they will keep saying that at us. They will
which
keep
way
saying
am I
it to
going?
us.
Which
The
way am
way
I
you're
going?
going.
Which
You-
way
no,
am I going?
Your submission makes it look like it is okay after all. They say it after they say it
No,
to every other
no.
sector too.
I am saying that if we are going to condemn, let's condemn across board.
Why should I worry about?
Ah!
Hold on.
Why should you worry?
Why should I worry what I haven't heard? I haven't heard. That's why I asked you.
No, but even if you've heard, this is a show.
Hold on, hold on.
Aside that, we haven't heard.
We haven't
Yeah,
heard.
you haven't heard.
We haven't heard.
You haven't heard.
Have you?
Said.
You haven't heard
Have
other
you?
things being said. I've heard so many things being said about other people.
For lawyers.
For lawyers,
other-
for
other
doctors,
people.
for engineers.
The hairdresser.
George, were you in this country when showbiz people said Obo wasn't the right person to go and win the MP for Joaso? Your own showbiz person. What did you say?
No,
Who,
but
me?
When they be subjective,
What do you mean subjective?
They were
subjective on the
explicit.
fact that these people were raising issues they've consistently raised at our board, and they were basing it on that.
What issues?
Hold on,
So they're
gentlemen.
objective.
Hold on,
No,
hold on.
No, I said they were being subjective. They are not generalized. A lot of the people I heard talking about Boer, for instance, they were saying from a position of the fact that this is somebody that was here, that did this, that did this. You know, the issue about the 2 million has always been something on a board.
Before
So-
you
so
continue,
they were basing
Sadiq,
it
hold
on
on.
that
Before you
saying-
continue, Mark,
So I
Sadiq,
just
hold
think-
on a sec. Hold on. I'll let you continue. It's your time. I'll let you continue. But Mark, I think with the Obo thing, we all need to understand that nobody said he was unfit. They were tagging him as being corrupt while he was at music.
Okay, so George, you
Hold on.
expected an MPP
Hold on,
to
hold on.
go on stage and say that
Hold
this
on.
guy is an actor, very popular. so
Oh,
vote for him.
hold on.
Is that what you wanted us to
Oh,
do?
but that's what Van said. Van
that
said,
what you
as
wanted
far
us
as
to
he
do?
was
When she
concerned, she was
started-
playing politics.
No, no,
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I have said too.
George,
Yeah.
George, when
That
she
it was
when she-
political, partisan politics.
Anyway,
George,
let's hear
when
Sadiq.
she started,
Yeah.
I mean, she made a point without even having to, and she made a perfect point about the fact that, Mama Lydia has been in parliament before. Don't
Yeah.
go, da, 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 da. That was good.
Yeah.
She was still referring to
Yeah.
making a comparative analysis over the other
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Going into this and generalizing it
Yeah.
was what was wrong.
Yeah.
Honestly, I felt it was a very careless statement to make by somebody who ought to know better.
Yeah.
She's a cabinet minister. Beyond that, her background, from what I understand, is communications, creative arts. So she ought to know
He's
better.
saying careless.
So I'm coming. I'm coming.
You see?
Let me just land.
Let him land.
describing-
Okay. Let him
and
land.
that's
Let
why I
him land.
didn't
Let him
tap
land.
into
You
it.
see?
Speak to
Because
the
I knew
team.
I was going
Yeah,
to-
you land. Oh, Sadiq, please go ahead. Land. Go ahead.
Because
Land.
you see, I-
Uncle Ken, don't interrupt. Sadiq, land. Sadiq, land. Yeah, land.
So you see, the point I wanted to say is that,
Yeah.
George, the more reason why I say this is very careless is that she ought to know better. This is a foreign affairs minister.
Yeah.
She comes from a background of communications,
Yeah.
which is also a creative arts and
Yeah.
function or discipline.
Yeah.
And so she was in a position where she should have known better what to say. By making this, and if we make excuses for them again, it goes back to the things that we've been fighting. When I started to do politics, for instance, I remember I kept on saying it, myself and Socrates on a particular show. I told Socrates that, look, Socrates, the two of us need to debunk this thing where they feel like we don't have a place in politics. And I kept on saying that all these people that are in politics today are not better than us. At the end, what do you know about? What do you know more than you know? We know that we don't know about. You understand? I always made the point that what is this about these people that makes them so serious than us? We run businesses, we do things, we even regardless of it, all the things that we're doing are still very serious stuff.
Yeah.
So we still have a place. Beyond that, the requirements to be a parliamentarian, it's quite clear. Again, to the foreign affairs minister, she knows too well that the requirement clearly didn't put in that, don't bring in this, don't bring in this. It is very clear. She knows better. And so John DeMello was coming from, or the person you're talking about here is coming from a creative industry. And every different industry have a place in parliament because what does parliament do? Again, this is somebody who knows better that parliament makes policies, laws and everything for, passes laws and everything for that affect all these industries combined.
But Sadiq, hold
tomorrow
on.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Tomorrow. Why has what's it called? Creative Arts Bill, for instance, spent so long in parliament, for instance? One of the things, again, we've always bemoaned is the lack of a certain specialist knowledge and insight within parliament to help to push it to a certain level. So you don't say that parliament is a serious person. Why? Creative industry isn't it serious? Don't
It
you
is.
need
Hold on.
people
I was
to
gonna
advance
ask you
our
a
cause in
question. You made
parliament?
the
That's
point.
the more
You
reason why I
made-
said
you
that
made your point,
this
Sadiq.
is
Hold on.
somebody who knows better.
Allow me to ask you a question,
This
eh?
particular comment.
You've
Go
made your
ahead.
point. But like Van Vicker and Uncle Ken have said, you know very well also that on political platforms,
Yes.
things are said.
Yes.
Would you say that she was simply playing politics?
Yeah, of course she was playing politics, but circumspection comes in. George,
Hold
you
on.
won't tell me that
Oh,
because
man,
of
hold on,
politics.
hold on, hold on, Sadiq, hold on. Sadiq,
George, you
a
won't tell me
question.
that because you are playing politics.
Sadiq, hold
you
on.
go and stand there and say this particular tribe, they are not serious and they don't need to do this. But at that
Hey,
particular level,
Sadiq, don't go
you
there.
will be circumspect about it.
Don't
You
go
will know
there.
that.
Sadiq,
Because even though if I'm
don't
playing politics,
go
I don't have to
there.
go into this particular
So
line.
do you
And
admit?
that's the point that
So
I'm saying
so
here.
so from what I like what you've just said.
Yes.
Sadiq, don't go
So
there.
you would say it was very wrong, or some might even say childish, for somebody to have called a certain group of people a Chim Mafia.
Of course it is, but then again, George,
Eh.
George, no. The person was being subjective
is.
on it.
Oh, so
Was being subject, but again, you cannot stop the
but
chips.
why
no.
are you
but
justifying
you
that?
can't stop-
Hold on, Uncle Ken. Oh, Sadiq, sit down, sit down.
Get up!
Oh,
Get up!
Get
up!
Oh, don't worry,
does this to
Uncle
be
Ken, stop it.
consistently.
Uncle Ken, don't do that. I've mute. Don't worry. Uncle Ken, don't interrupt.
Consistently, oh.
Uncle Ken, you shouldn't interrupt.
He does not
Sadiq,
consistently.
Sadiq, don't worry. Don't mind Uncle Ken.
Consistently.
Oh, don't mind Uncle Ken.
I'm saying
Talk
that,
to me.
George. I'm
Don't
saying
mind
that,
Uncle
George.
Ken. Talk to me.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that, George. You won't stop, George.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
And you today you come and sit here and
Every time,
Uncle
George,
Ken, don't
every time,
interrupt.
Uncle Ken,
Sadiq,
politics, you welcome me. Oh.
Make your point. Let's
Every
go.
time when it has to be
Make your point.
you
You
welcome me.
have 10 seconds.
The point I'm saying is
But
that
you don't have
you
to-
will not stop.
Hold on.
The point I'm saying is that
Yeah.
you cannot take it away from anybody from that team side, for instance, who feels slighted by you. You cannot take it away from them.
So they have
And
every
don't,
right.
Don't rush it. Don't put it. Look, somebody has said it on a political platform.
Yeah.
They have every right to vent. In this particular case, what is Uncle Ken telling
No,
us?
hold on,
You
let's
don't have
not-
a right to vent because it's partisan.
who has said so?
Hold on.
So
I
that's
said-
what I'm saying.
No.
That allow us in the same ways other people have described a certain political comment which slighted them in the light that they didn't want. Allow us to point this out and say that
Of
yes,
course.
even if it was said on a political platform, it was a careless thing to be said by a
course,
person
of
course.
who want to know better.
I have
Thank you.
agreed.
Uncle Ken, hold on. Messages. This one says,
I have agreed.
You were skeptical.
Uncle Ken and Sadiq, hold on. This one says, your microphones are off, gentlemen. Your microphones are off. It says, sometimes we need to put our political affiliations aside and think about our sector. Imagine telling a lawyer that you think you are a litigant so you can be an MP. Imagine telling a doctor that you think you can heal the sick so you can be an MP. Have you ever heard these being said about the aforementioned groups? But it happens to us all the time. What Shelley said was wrong and must be condemned by Uncle Mark as a creative arts president. He will earn a lot of respect by doing that. And that is from Kwame Dazi. Mark. Kwame Dazi says, and he made a point we were just making, that you will never hear somebody say, imagine telling a lawyer that you think you are a litigant so you can be an MP. Or imagine telling a doctor that you think you can heal the sick
I just want
so
to
you can
find
be
out
an
something
MP.
from Sadiq. So on that note,
Yeah.
Sadiq, was it careless for someone from your party to call to say Achem Mafia? Was it careless?
Oh, he already said it was wrong.
I want to hear
Oh,
that. I want
no,
to
I'm saying that
Was it
again,
careless?
just like I
Show.
can sense saying
Yeah.
that it was a partisan point. I said that within the context of politics and partisan politics, it's been said like you're saying. But I won't take it away from anybody who also suggests or anybody who feels slighted by that.
Oh, of course.
Even if I don't say it.
Of course.
Then wait, hold
In
on.
the same way Mark is not saying
hold on,
this,
hold on.
you shouldn't, like,
Of
for instance,
course.
that's the point that I'm saying.
Of
Hold on.
course.
That you shouldn't take it away from
Of
any
course.
Achim who feels slighted by it.
But you
But in
do-
my case,
But you agree that comment was wrong.
I'm indifferent about it.
Why? Then Mark can also be
This one-
indifferent
the
about
same way Mark is
Why are
indifferent
you
about this
indifferent?
particular comment.
Then let's move forward.
But it shouldn't prevent me from saying that this is.
to take a stand and the other point that
No, I'm saying that. Listen.
stand somewhere.
Yeah,
Listen.
and
But I
then
think
another point
again,
that
stop.
is
Again, it's not one.
No, it's not Uncle
Stop
Ken
what?
matter.
It's not Uncle Ken matter.
Sadiq, I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah.
At one
Hold
point
on.
you make a stand.
All right.
And then
I'm gonna.
in the same breath, you are indifferent.
Sadiq, hold on. Van is addressing you. Sadiq, Van is talking to you. Van is talking to you.
See him playing the victim.
Van is talking
Because
to you.
again, every time you do
See him playing the victim today.
because every time you do it to me, every time.
And Sadiq is crying. He needs help.
It's politics.
Stop bleeding. Stop bleeding.
All right.
Every time he does it to me.
We have fire in the studio. We're gonna take a commercial break to calm the fire down. Then when we come back, we continue. This is Showbiz A to Z on
Every
Joe.
time we want to find.
Hey, Philip.
This December, don't just think about the political party you belong to. Choose a leader who has what it takes and the team to manage and build a strong economy.
Think about the millions who are enjoying free SHS thanks to a strong economy.
Think about the millions of jobs being created and protected because competent hands are managing the economy for you.
Think about the roads, dams, and health centers being constructed thanks to a strong economy.
Remember those who gave you doomsday and handed the economy to the IMF.
Think about a leader who has liberated us after 5 years of doomsday.
Remember, your vote is about your future, our future. Vote for the leader who can manage the economy much better and create more jobs for you. Vote Nana Akufo-Addo, number 1, and the MPP parliamentary candidate in your area.
If we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change.
Winning strategies, nuggets of wisdom, unforgettable stories, all in one inspirational hour. Springboard your virtual university with Albert and Comfort Okran and guests.
Planning is bringing the future into the present.
A job is for the salaries, mundane, is survival oriented, and there's no passion. But a career has fulfillment, innovation, drive. A growth path is clear, and you can build step by step all the way to the top.
Matriculate at 7 p.m. and graduate at 8 p.m. every Sunday on Joy 99.7 FM and live on Facebook. Springboard is brought to you by Legacy and Legacy and Joy 99.7 FM and proudly sponsored by MTN, Enterprise Group, UMB Bank, and Axis Pension Trust with support from the graphic business.
Here's where we turn around.
This week on Joy Learning, JH's lessons are from Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. with a repeat at 6:30 a.m. and 12 p.m. Monday, English language, pronouns. Tuesday, mathematics, factorization. Wednesday, ICT, parts of a personal computer. Thursday, French, composition, myself. Friday, integrated science, ecosystem. SH's lessons are from Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. with a repeat at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Monday, integrated science, water, part 1. Tuesday, elective maths, mechanics part 1. Wednesday, chemistry, introduction to periodic table part 1. Thursday, financial accounting, bank recognition statement part 1. Friday, core maths, trigonometry part 1. This weekend on Joy Learning, JH's lessons are on Saturdays at 7 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 10 a.m., and 1 p.m. English language, pronouns, mathematics, factorization, ICT, parts of a personal computer, French, composition, myself. SHS lessons are on Saturdays at 2:30 p.m., 4 p.m., 5:30 p.m., and 7 p.m. Integrated science, water. Elective maths, mechanics part 1. JH's lessons are on Saturdays at 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m., and 4 p.m. Mathematics, factorization, ICT, parts of a personal computer. Integrated science, machine. SH's lessons are on Sundays at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 12 p.m., 5:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Chemistry, introduction to periodic table. Financial accounting, bank recognition statement. Core maths, trigonometry. For updates on weekly schedules, log in to myjoyonline.com or at domonline.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Joy Learning TV and on Instagram at Joy_Learning TV. Learning is simple and secured on Ghana's first educational channel, Joy Learning. Keep learning.
Business, like the world, evolves every day, from the tangible to the digital, from the farm to the stock market, from ideas to legacies. This is Business Connect.
Business Connect shows Mondays at 9 p.m. only on Joy Prime.
Joy Prime.
Say what you want to say. I will say what I want to say. And that is why it is a free world. It is opinions. Likewise them. They are speaking their minds.
Religion can make you find enough money, buy a factory, convert it into a church, and then you pray in the church for job.
Again, it's your spirit that becomes born again. That is why you can claim to be a born again, yet you see some girl with Manchester United, and before you know, your central region is shaking.
There are bloggers who write just about porn content.
Yes. Have you been raped before by a woman? You have. It's their opinions. You've seen it. You've heard it. You have your thoughts. Say it. It's your opinion. This and every Sunday at 5 p.m. on Joy Prime with me, Sally Galifiao. Opinions. Say it right.
Joy Prime.
Changing lives, transforming Ghana.
I want to quickly now return into the studio.
For many years, Joy News has been your most credible news source on election coverage.
This is where it all begins. This is where we get the information.
With comprehensive and cutting-edge reportage.
What we call a clear, non-regable margin. No numerical gymnastics. No I can't think far.
We want to assure our supporters that President Mahama is in a comfortable lead.
Our projection is that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will win the 2016 presidential election.
From December 7, we will be live on radio, TV, and online with our team of experts.
I'm happy to be joining the Joy News team to analyze the issues in a manner easy to comprehend.
We will help you make sense of the unfolding events from constituency to constituency.
320! And when the results begin to trickle in, the analysis will continue till we know who leads Ghana at the end of the polls.
On your election headquarters, on Joy News, on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's Showbiz A to Z. George on Joy.
It's 9.7 FM. Check with your time. It's 5:30. Showbiz A to Z. The studio has been on fire. We've tried to calm it down. Is everybody calm now? Van, are you guys okay over there? You're good. Bisa, are you okay?
I am actually indifferent.
You are indifferent.
You know how Uncle Ken did. So you know how Uncle Ken does it there.
Yeah.
So my dad.
Hold on. One voice.
My dad often does this to me.
Yeah.
So you know my brother is in MPP and I am NDC.
Mm-hmm.
So when we are home, he says he's a speaker, and then the two of us will argue that. When I say some things where you treat them small, no, then he tells me that, hey, shut up there. When did you start politics? I started following politics before I met your mother.
All right, Mark.
Yes.
You know, all this conversation boils on a lot of politics. It's been a lot of political talk today, and you are supposed to be our father in the creative space. All of us in this room, we are all creatives, and you are the president of the Creative Arts Council. You people have had 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years. What have you done within those 4 years for the creative space? Today, they are all here. Actors, musicians, people who don't qualify to be in parliament.
They do, but they must come prepared.
Okay. The managers come based on popularity.
No. The popularity is not enough.
But you know what's funny? Is politics not based on popularity?
That's why I said.
Why are you going house to house knocking on people's doors? Isn't it the key point?
See, can you talk to say an Oponkroma and think that an Oponkroma comes from the media? Media is under creatives, and you think that Oponkroma, you can say that he's only using popularity to come to parliament. You know the depth of Oponkroma, and that one plus the popularity. Then you have your 360.
But Mark,
it's always a leveraging value, Mark.
Thank you.
Popularity has always been a leveraging.
Exactly.
Yes, but I never said that. I never said that popularity is not important.
No, you're saying that it's not enough.
She actually acknowledged that John Dumelo is popular. That's why he said that. Not because you are popular. It means she agrees she is popular.
Mark, you guys are walking back on
so
the
she
thing
mentioned
she said.
names.
She categorically stated that a particular.
She didn't.
Anyway, don't worry, gentlemen. Let us go
Talking
on.
to the messenger concerning
Mark,
the manager.
the question is, next week, Ghana is going to the polls.
Yes.
What have you guys? You've had 4 solid years.
Yes.
Sydney said he voted for you in 2016. Sydney.
He's going to do that next week.
Sydney, are you doing it again for them?
But not on creative arts.
Oh, most definitely you are.
Because of
Hey,
creative
interesting.
Arts. Is it because of creative arts? No, it's because of creative arts.
Sadiq, don't interrupt. Let's hear Mark. Let's see what they've done within those 4 years.
So now that Sydney says it's not just because of creative arts, you all agree that every country lives on some fundamentals.
Yeah.
Whether you're a creative person, whether you are an educationist or a farmer.
Yeah.
Your economic indicators must be good. So that when people deal with the food, shelter, and the last one is what? Clothes. That's what. When you are done with that,
are you talking Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Correct.
Because that one is it's a lot more. In fact,
But
recently
I'm not going to hierarchy of
okay,
needs. I'm not going to hierarchy of needs.
Okay.
And so, when your business is not booming, when you don't have disposable income, it is difficult to spend for it to spill over into film, music, and all of that. But man must eat.
Yeah.
You can live for days without music, but you can't live for days without food. And so, economic indicators. Salute to my uncle Ken Ufuriata. Good job done. Then you come to electricity, which is the driver of almost all we do. We are in the AC today because it is stable. A few months ago, multimedia, you used to buy a lot of fuel to power the genset. Today, it is not like that. And so fundamentals are right for businesses to boom. Coming in here, we said that we were going to make sure we pass the bill. At the moment, the bill has been read twice in Parliament, and because of elections, most of the parliamentarians have gone to their constituencies campaigning. And so when they come back, hopefully everything going well, by end of this year, we should pass the bill. The bill, the Creative Arts Bill, or we're going to change the name to Creative Industries or Art Bill. The Art Bill will pass and make it, instead of council, it's going to become an agency. An agency because Attorney General's advice is that if it's a council, it's either a quasi-government body or a private body. And if it's a private body, government cannot carry money through the
Yeah.
green light of
Yeah.
Parliament and
Yeah.
give to you.
Yeah.
And so if it becomes a full-time government agency, then it becomes a regulator to the whole industry. So now we all want to start whatever we do in creatives, and you must register with a particular office so data can be kept. And then regulate people do all sorts of things in our industry because there's no regulator. So we'll put in place the do's and don'ts. And then out of that, we can get the fund.
Okay.
Because NIFE is an agency. And the reason for another side of the agency is that if we leave it that it should just be a council, and then occasionally one government gives the council money, and the money is just from government.
Go ahead.
And,
Go ahead.
and the money is just from government. We
Yeah.
are likely to hit if the subsequent leadership do not believe
Yeah.
in the creatives. And so we are going to look for money through the mobilization of funds from the same industry.
Yeah.
You register to have something done, so you pay something small. Donor agencies will support us. Government will also give us, so that, like GTA, governments go, governments come, but GTA is still GTA because they get their monies from practitioners. And that is how GTA
Gets
has
its
been
funding.
regulated all
Okay.
these years.
Okay.
So that's where we are. Hopefully, by end of this year, the bill should pass. When the bill passes, we have the fund, like I mentioned it. We've done some things in the periphery. You've seen the interchanges. We've beautified the interchanges. My sister Jankruma was in charge of that.
Okay.
My brother Napo, Ministry of Education, out of Get Fund, also 40 million cedis went to NAFTI. Creative Art School, first one of its kind.
Wait.
I've gone to your area.
40 million cedis
Yes,
has been allocated to the National Film and Television Institute.
Yes.
Or is it in the pipeline?
No.
It's been
done. I've asked
by
people from
Get
NAFTI.
Fund.
Yes.
Meanwhile, there's still a theater at the University of Ghana that has been abandoned for 20 years, almost 20 years, and it's still sitting there abandoned.
But
Don't worry, I'm just saying.
The fact that it's gone to NAFTI.
Because that one was also started by Get Fund.
Yes, doesn't
so if
mean
Get
that
Fund has
we've
made
done-
money.
It doesn't mean we've done everything in the creative space.
No, I'm only saying that I do not get this concept of we have started work. The work has stalled for financial reasons. Money has come. Go and finish what you have started, then you want to start something else. What sort of logic
We
is
didn't
that?
start
one?
something else.
What did it go to NAFTI for? What was the plan?
Oh, it's just yes, NAFTI.
I'm not saying
Yes.
it shouldn't go to NAFTI. I'm only saying that if Get Fund is dressing Sadiq completely and Sadiq is half dressed, money is finished or funding has gone down for a bit. Sadiq is not done. We haven't finished focusing on Sadiq. When we get funding, wouldn't it make sense that we go and finish with Sadiq before we move on to something else? That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
What do I know?
Let's take it as a rhetorical one because
Yeah.
I'm not in a position to
Yes,
answer
yes,
that one.
yes.
I don't know what informed
Yeah.
that decision.
Yeah.
So, free SHS.
Yeah, go ahead. Free SHS.
Okay,
Yes.
free SHS.
Yeah.
I know that's where you're going to go.
Yeah.
You will laugh, but I'm actually talking about the Creative Art School.
Yeah.
It's also an SHS school.
Yeah.
So, we cut sword for it last year, and I've seen it's about 2 or 3 buildings completed.
Okay.
As at now. But the school is not in operation.
Mhm.
Hopefully next year, I'm sure some part, a phase will begin to work. We know the Kofodia issue, where the acoustics were bad because some of us were not part
Mhm.
of the job. And so when we saw it, we prompted the leadership of the ministry.
Yeah.
And so we had to stop the Kumasi one.
Yeah.
But we had signed an MOU for 2,500 capacity auditorium. It looks the 3D looks good. We have 1-2 for Marine Drive, but there's a perception that Marine Drive, not even a perception. We all know Marine Drive will take some time. So if we are given the nod in the next few days, the agenda is that Notre Dame even got bent. And now the new way to go is the prefab building, relatively cheaper
Okay.
than bricks and mortar.
You cut saw too for a theater in Kumasi recently.
No, it's MOU.
It's MOU.
Yes,
Okay.
MOU
You
signed
signed
with
an MOU
Yes,
for that.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so everything going well, we should be able to put up the prefab.
Okay.
I like your place,
Mhm.
Grand Arena.
Yeah.
I enjoy the events there. I like the headroom.
Whose place?
Oh, Charterhouse. Sorry, Charterhouse. So,
yeah.
So
All right.
prefab is even the whole world is moving towards prefab in terms of building. And so
Interesting.
there's nothing wrong to go into prefab.
Let me take the thoughts of the panel since we don't have a lot of time. Van, this is what NPP says they've done in 4 years so and more. Creative Arts Council. These are some of the things they say they've done for our space. I mean, key that is very important is that within the 4 years we still don't have the bills passed into law. Mark, that is right, isn't it? The bills have not been passed into law. None of our bills have been passed into law.
No.
Not
But
yet.
NFA now has a board. And so it means that something good has started.
Yes, but still none of our bills have been passed into law yet.
No, but we don't have many bills.
Okay.
We don't have many bills.
Van, what do you make of all the submissions made so far?
I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming. At least say something for me to defend.
I swear you made my day.
Because I mean all the things that but let me just ask one question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Why are the cinemas still closed?
No, the cinemas.
Yes.
Okay. A few months ago, you
I
saw.
heard all you said.
Good question.
Yes. You saw a chart that came out with the riskiest places when it comes to COVID.
Yeah.
And I think the ultimate, or next to the ultimate, was cinema.
So what's the ultimate?
I don't remember, but cinema was about almost the ultimate.
Was flight on it?
Yes, flight was on it.
Right, but
So,
flights
can
are
you
operated.
Google and check for me?
Flights are
Yes.
operated.
Van, you know what my problem is
What's your problem?
with the cinema thing?
I'm not the host of the show.
Yes, I know. My problem with the cinema thing is this. I look at the concept of a church.
Right.
And a lot of our churches these days, especially the Pentecostal churches, are all air conditioned.
Correct.
And enclosed.
And enclosed, just like the cinemas. The churches are running. You've granted hotels permission to run conferences. A lot of these hotels are also air-conditioned spaces where they have a projector screen in there. You're doing your presentations just like a cinema
Political
setup.
events are held in the cinemas.
All these campaigns and everything have been so everything
That's
else
true.
is
Political events are
running.
held in the cinemas.
So why not the
But
cinemas?
George,
Yes.
I'm
hold
supposed to
on.
answer that question.
Wait,
What you have
let
said-
Van come
what
in.
you have said
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But let's look at the airlines. Let's
Mhm.
look at the plane.
True.
Proximity
Same.
is right next. to
Next.
me. I've traveled
Yeah.
a few times
Yeah.
when the lockdown was
Yeah.
over. And there's somebody sitting right next to me,
Yeah.
right in front of
Yeah.
me. Even with churches,
Exactly.
you can space out.
Yeah.
With the planes, you cannot.
You cannot.
And with the cinema hall, you can.
You can space out. Yeah.
You can even space out 3-4 times
Yeah.
if you wish.
Yeah.
So why is that not
Not-
happening? So maybe you should get that list
Mhm.
of the most risky places.
Yeah.
And I want to know if there will be an airline on it. If there's an
Mhm.
airline on it, then there is something wrong
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
To buttress his point, I think minister is of the same view,
Mhm.
and so she's been pushing. But you
Okay.
know, it is Ministry of Health against your ministry, and so it is based on the advice Ministry of Health will give to President.
But the health give clearance to flight.
Yes,
And I'm just wondering.
that's what I'm saying. That the
because-
power is not in our hands;
I
it's in the
agree,
hands
I
of
agree.
them.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
power is in the thumb. The seventh they count.
Bisa Kdei, what do you make of Mark's submissions?
That's what I said from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, all these things being said, at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you weigh your options.
Yeah.
That's
Then
all
you
I-
make your decision.
Yeah.
Sydney,
Yeah.
you've also heard.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's heard with endorsements.
Endorsements, exactly.
Well,
But seriously, before I come back to you, Mark, Van. So, I mean, it's this year has been crazy. No movies, no nothing. How have you been surviving?
I think I've been living on my savings.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically, because you're totally correct. We are not filming. Some people are, and I think they are ignoring the risk that goes with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, maybe they would rather risk it because they need the money to
The
make
money.
ends meet. But I decided that I'm not going to.
What happens when you deplete your savings?
Then we will go for a loan.
What do you mean by risk?
I mean COVID.
So at least there's a risk.
There's a
risk
high
in shooting.
Yes, there's a high risk in filming because I mean on set. I don't know if any of you've been. You done music videos. You know what it's like. every shoot you have no less than 10 people at a go, and these people, we're not confined even to one place. You have visitors coming in and out. You have them going to purchase something back and forth. So it's highly risky.
Oh, it's not like I don't know. I'm an executive producer of Euphoria. So
we know.
I know, but I'm
So-
only asking at
Yeah.
least so that it means that you acknowledge there's a degree of risk.
Yeah.
That
in
not
going
not
into
in
it.
watching the movie in the cinema hall,
Yeah.
but filming it.
Filming it, yeah.
It's
yeah.
two different things.
They're two different
You
things.
get what I mean?
You know. So you'd go for a loan, but the NSSI or MBSSI, they advertise some loans for creatives. You didn't apply?
No, I didn't.
Why?
I don't think I'm ready for it.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, is there some sort of like royalties for
The acting people?
Yeah, the
oh,
acting
ASOG is supposed to cater for that. Audiovisual Society of Ghana. I have received some before, but I haven't received some in like 3 years now. It had been a while.
I think they have issues.
But is it as like effective as the?
It's like the music we are struggling to.
They've got their own.
They've had their challenges.
Yeah.
The truth is that technically, you even qualify to be an ASOG member, just like
Yeah,
Fan
but-
said, because your music video.
Yeah.
Because you shoot a video.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, but because of the music element, that's why Gamro will take that.
In a
and
way.
do it for them.
But
you are
again,
also qualified to-
the problem is actually not from Gamro and ASOG or Copy Ghana.
It's a
The
general-
problem is you and I, the people who run channels like Multimedia, Despite Group, Top Radio. Multimedia pays, Despite Group pays. A lot of these radio stations, media
not pay.
houses,
They do
the
not
people
pay.
who patron do use music, bands,
Yeah.
spinners. Okay, spinners.
Mark,
let me
Mark,
salute
hold
spinners.
on, let me cut you
We'll
a
go into
bit.
that.
You see, again, I would not totally. Yeah, naturally, you would expect that people would be disciplined and, magnanimous enough to do the right thing. But that is why we have rules and regulations in every community.
You know how many
Somebody
people they've
is
sued?
supposed to chase
Do
them.
you know how many people they've sued?
No, I think they should continue
you
and
know how many
chase
people
them
they've
and
sued?
punish them. But on your submissions, Uncle Ken, Mark spoke a lot. What do you make of his submission?
Yes, Mark spoke, and
Yeah.
there was something I wanted to draw attention to. You
Mhm.
know, with this creative arts bill
Yeah.
that Mark was talking about,
Yeah.
it's been in the system for the past how many years?
About
8
5.
years. 8 years.
No, I think
8
no.
years.
I think
It
it's about 5 years. I
started
think it's
in
about,
the
it's about
second-
5.
No, it started in the
5,
second
6.
term of the NDC.
That was 5 years.
So that'll make it
Started
5,
in
6
And
years.
now
then.
the,
Yeah.
the NPP
Yeah,
has
2016.
also had
4
4
years.
years.
So that makes it
NDC
4
ended up
years.
with a draft.
So that
Yes.
makes it 6 years thereabouts.
Five
Either
years.
6,
5
7,
years, yeah.
whatever, whatever.
Yeah. Van says
And
5, yeah.
There was a lot of noise made in the industry about why there was supposed to be a change from the Creative Arts Council
To the agency.
to an agency. Right. So many people made a lot of noise about it. Fortunately for me, I got hold of the bill as it stands now. And it's entitled, a bill entitled Creative Arts Industry Act 2018, which is now getting ready for passage. Okay. Now, it says an act to provide the institutional framework for the development and management of the creative arts industry, to establish a creative arts agency and for related matters. The interesting bit is all those people who were worried about why there had been a change had not taken into cognizance the fact that in the act it states governing body of the agency. Now the governing body of the agency is a council. Now do you get it? The council is now the governing body of the agency. And the governing body of the agency is a council consisting of all those people who are supposed to be on it, which is the minister and the minister responsible for trade as chairpersons. When he says the minister, it means the minister of the creative arts ministry, as well as the minister for trade. The executive secretary represent 15 representatives from associations and 1 representative each from the following institutions of government: Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Trade, Ministry of Chieftaincy, Ministry of Youth.
This document is changed a bit.
Wait,
There's a final. I think
no,
the final
are
draft
you
is.
saying, are you, when you say it has changed,
A bit.
are you saying that it has changed from the governing body of the agency being the council?
It's okay. Now it's going to be the
Mark,
reps from-
while you answer, let me quickly announce the phone line. We'll pick about 2 phone calls before we wrap up. 0302216541. That's 0302216541. You can't believe time is already spent.
Yeah.
And myself, I'm shocked. That's shocked. Because I just looked at the clock and my head, wow.
Because
It's
this
6
thing
p.m. already.
was sent to us by our producer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the document.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
the final
document.
draft.
Yeah, this is
that was-
supposed
that
to
was
be the
some time
final
back.
draft.
Yeah.
So
No.
if you say it has changed,
Mark, how soon can we get
I think
the
at
final
time this-
draft?
At the time this came out, this particular one. that
this
you're
came out
having-
a few weeks ago.
Yeah, at the time it came out, that was when they were going. After that, there's been sittings. One of the weekends, there's been some sitting in the chamber.
And so there's
on it.
been changes in the representation.
So that's what Mark is saying,
Because
but that is not out.
Even yes, it's not out yet because even the reps from the various domains who came for the parliament meeting, you know, before it goes into parliament, finally
Yeah, they have to
stakeholder engagement for them to make amendments. Whether they like this document, we are taking it in your name. They made some changes too.
No, but are you saying that
Just-
the governing body is not going to be the council? That's what I am interested
It's going to
in.
be what I want to correct is you said associations. We've changed.
Yeah, it says, and the council will be made up of the association.
It's been reworked. Okay. Mark, there's a message here for you. It says, George, kindly tell Mark that the youth of Ghana are just waiting patiently for December 7th. Take decisions to open churches, markets, and our choked lorry parks are choked, but our cinemas and stadia are empty. We won't talk plenty. Good show though. Godwin from North Kandishi. Yeah, you want to say something? Let me go quickly to the phone lines and then we'll come. Hello, yeah.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, your name and where you're calling me from, please. Good evening.
This Igala is from Tema.
Yes, talk to us.
Yeah, good show, good show.
Thank you.
I want to ask Mark a question. The Creative Arts Council, is it a body for the MPP or for the creative arts?
All right, Mark, over to you.
Okay, it is not. It is at the moment. It is government committee sort of working for Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture until the bill is passed.
All right. Okay,
Yeah, so
thank
it
you
is
very
not
much.
for MPP, it is for government.
Government. All right, let's see who else we have on the line. Hello.
Hello, George. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Name and where you're calling from?
Oti Boate from Tema.
Oti, talk to us.
Yeah, I want to ask about Mike. Now, if it's
The name is Mark.
Mark.
Yes.
Yeah. I was asking Mark about if now it's agent, it's not cancelled. How about all this association? Would they have the rep there, or only Mark and the staff people work there? I know it will come on, but how will it be?
All
the
right.
governing body would have board members, board meetings, and staff want to know integrity about it. Just only 2 people or work, or all the staff this association should still join.
Thank you very much, Oti Boazing. Mark. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. It's going to be.
Organization,
You said it's going to be what?
like just any other organization.
Okay.
With workers recruited.
Okay.
Who practice good governance.
Mhm.
But it is a government agency.
Agency. Let me pick the last caller and then we go. Hello. Hello. Okay, not there. Mark. Sorry, Sadiq, you wanted to say something.
No, I mean, for me, having
We are running. Yes, we are wrapping
Yeah,
up.
but
Very final comments. 1 minute.
Essentially,
each.
for me, I think that
can't
the
believe
verdicts
it's 6.
of the MPP's activities in the creative industry was what, I mean, creative professionals, he
Yeah.
said, they were different about it. Also because I get it that Mark is making the point about this, that they've done.
Yeah.
Within the 4 years, out of the 18 provinces that they've made, they are yet to, as we speak today,
Mhm.
I mean, deliver on a single of them. I keep hearing them talk about the model schools, for instance. It's not a model idea, the
Yeah.
creative school. Look, George, Van is here. In secondary schools today, what they think they are going to teach there are already been done.
Yeah.
Elective subjects, there are music and literature and general knowledge in art and all of those, including even graphics, are elective subjects in the secondary school.
In the secondary
today.
school. We have
these
to
are
go.
not novel ideas that
Yeah, the
you
time
talk
is
about. But
fast
again,
spent,
you need to
unfortunately.
emphasize that they've wasted the time of the industry within the last 4 years.
Okay, that's your opinion. You made your point. Uncle Ken, let's go. Uncle Ken, let's go. Uncle Ken, your final thoughts. We are going. Hold on.
They have spoken.
No, Mike, I'm getting to you shortly. Yeah, Uncle Ken. Okay, Uncle Ken has spoken. So, Mike, let's go.
Do
Yeah.
you know Accra Film School?
Yes, I do.
You know Accra Film School?
Yeah.
Okay, but there's still NAFTI.
Yes, there's still Nafti. I know.
Sadiq,
Yeah.
I don't understand
Just to clarify, let me go to Sydney. Sydney. Yes, Sydney. Yes. Sadiq, your mic is off. Sydney. Your final thoughts before we go.
Interesting, man. But let me put this across, man.
Yeah.
I'll continue with my campaign. I mean, I'm still telling my fellow.
That's all.
No campaign for I'm saying my fellow musicians, man. You guys, let's be part of this political space. I mean, the fact that we do not take an interest in politics doesn't mean politics won't take an interest in us.
Exactly.
I mean, let's not just sit on the fence and say, this is politics. I mean, partisans are another thing, but let's be part of the political space. I mean, we shouldn't be spectators. I mean, if you're a musician and you talk about politics, hey, Debbie, you will spoil your career. Charlie, let's be part of it so that we'll be taken seriously.
Bisa.
I mean, everybody has their point of view.
Yeah.
And some people want to come out to, say a lot of things. Some too don't want to. So, I mean, I'll just stay mute like this.
No, don't.
And so I also want to
stand for anything in life.
It is my choice.
It is his choice. Yeah.
But still, I would say that I still work for. Is it the government or like every party? Because tell me, I say I've done the song for
you. Are engaged.
Yeah.
You're engaged.
Van.
Still in it.
Charlie, we're going on. Why are you looking at me? No, we haven't. You guys should let us continue this conversation next week.
I would love to continue the conversation.
We haven't even. We have barely scratched the surface.
Vance body was honorable Katrafiku.
Oh, they are still good friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know. They're still very good friends.
I mean, what are you implying? What are you implying? I mean, bring us to the crux of what we are talking about.
Yeah.
My question has not been answered.
Exactly.
Why are the cinemas closed? You have not answered that question.
Yeah.
But where is the chart? You brought him a chart.
No, that chart actually indicated that churches and everything should all be shut down.
Churches are inclusive.
Yeah,
so
that's why
churches are inclusive, and I'm sure airlines are inclusive.
Yes,
but the cinemas are closed. So I push it to you, Mark, as the president.
We are still pushing.
Gentlemen, we are continuing this conversation next week. If you can make time, join us.
Yes,
Mark. No, Mark, I'm coming to you. Final.
There's a document. There's a document on social media that shows President John Mahama's list of ministers ahead of time.
Yes. And it's my name on it.
And you saw Sadiq's name on it?
I've seen Sadiq's name.
And so he has recruited bloggers.
Microphone on.
Yeah, the microphone is on.
It's a fake one.
It's a fake one.
He has recruited bloggers.
Okay. Gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been a great show produced by my man Philip Nye. The news team is coming up next, and then Bailey comes your way with Flashback.